Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, if you don't know this game, this is genuinely one of the greatest games to exist, in my opinion. Yes, I have played before, so we're gonna go ahead and select that. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Well, I know nothing's gonna be jumping out at us. You know what? I'll keep it like that. Okay, please enter the current time. Oh yeah, what time is it? 3:30. Oh, too far. Oh, I have to go all the way around. Can't change it. Okay, there we go. 3:30. Now this is the Stanley Parable. There's a reason I'm playing this right now. It's because I played Subliminal last. I know that's not the last thing that I posted, but the last thing I played was Subliminal. It has this narrator in it that's kind of like talking to you while you're, playing the game and whatever, and doing things. And that, I believe, was heavily inspired by this game. This has that. It's got a narrator. Let's just get into it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Begin the game. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yes, I did, but hang on one second. I want to make sure. I'm going to put the subtitles on because they weren't on. Okay, there we go. Resume. Okay. Yeah, so this is the Stanley Parable. Hang on. I want to check. Just because I feel
all
like
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm looking so hard. Right, so yeah, this has been wiped clean. Okay. I was hoping, because I've played this before, but this is a new PC. I wasn't sure if it would save from what I had done last time. But anyways, for this first run through, we are going to follow exactly what the narrator says. Just because then you kind of get an idea of like what can and cannot be, what we can do in this game. Right, we're
when Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On my left. Yup. Yes, I did. Yes, sir, Mr. Narrator. I don't know why I always look. There's never anything there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker? Bi-quarterly post-review review. Wait, what? We need less reviews, yeah. Death sport. What? 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Trash need to be more hip to appeal to the teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Some sort of child trap or a big net. Okay. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins. Trash cans. Renaming the... fixing... Okay. I don't know. But this is what I'm talking about. This is like... It's so funny. It's so funny. And every time you play it, you find something new. What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. Yeah, there we go. We have our product. So that's what we do as a company. We make graphs about things and money. Yeah. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. A telephone directory, interesting. And a fax, business letters, and co. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to move on because we got to follow directions.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yup. Boss. Boss man.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
There it goes.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes, I did. Down the elevator. Oh, loading a new area. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
It
was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Right.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
It won't? That's good to know.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, we're following the narrator. We're not escaping. We're gonna do what he wants. We're gonna push this button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I did think that
to
myself.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I think I do. I think we're good. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Doop.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Why is the whole room shaking?
Nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427, that's us. 427. 427, come on, switch over. I want to see. Yep, that's my office. That's my office. Okay. Even though it looks like exactly like every other
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
No.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't know.
No.
No.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably, if they were controlling your mind.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind controls idle, awaiting input. So who turned off the controls then is the question. Or
And when at
who
last he found the
idled them?
source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
That was really loud.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Chill.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Freedom.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Yeah.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
The
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
No.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Wow,
It was
actually, it's
perhaps
gorgeous over here.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I did. Let me through. Thank you.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. But the end is never the end. And we're back. Okay. But yeah, so that's the whole kind of gist of this game is...
All of his co-workers were gone.
yeah,
What could
yeah,
it mean?
yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So you
No
can-
matter how hard Stanley looked,
Look.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm not trying to find my coworkers. I'm trying to break the game. I can't remember if it's over here or if it's somewhere else. But yeah, so you can listen to the narrator, you can deviate from the path he wants you to take, all that kind of stuff. There's little Easter eggs here and there, and so there was one version that came out in 2013 when it originally came out, obviously, and there were, I think, I want to say it was like 20 endings or something like that. But this is the Ultra Deluxe version, so it's got new content that was released a couple years ago. So there's gonna be like extra stuff, bonus content technically, and stuff like that. So there's gonna be other things that happen too.
When Stanley
that are
came
not
to a
from
set
the
of
original
two open
game.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
There is one ending I want to get here though, which is this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah,
Feeling a
I'm
wave
going.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I'm good. I want to hang out in the broom closet with my friend the wrench and the broom.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I was just hanging out with my friend Broom, which they named this closet after. So he's basically a celebrity, you
It
know?
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I'm having a
As
great
it is,
time.
he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
You may be right, but I'm still having a good time. Still having fun, hanging out in
Are
the broom
you
closet.
are you really still in the broom closet?
Maybe.
Standing around doing nothing?
Not
Why?
nothing. I'm talking to
Please
you.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm having a good time. I've said that a couple times already. That I'm just having a good time in the broom closet with my friend the broom.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it
was
didn't
just-
even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
It's got a different label. It's different than the other rooms, the other office doors.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Why are the subtitles purple and weird?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really
Okay.
stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Well.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Look. Not true. It's not true. These are
Well, I've
false
come to a very
accusations.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Yeah, so there's no one else here.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Carry around my emotional support keyboard.
You too?
Yep.
Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
You know
Perhaps
it.
there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
No.
A fish? Fungus?
My
Look,
cat's
you
around
can
here
hammer
somewhere.
out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Well, I think that's all the voice lines that's in here. That's not an actual ending. It's just a fun little thing that you can do. But the
Coming
ending I
to a
want
staircase,
is this
Stanley
way.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
bag.
not an indication of any human life. What could it
No,
mean?
it's not that
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's
4.
desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Those were new voice lines. I've never heard those voice lines before. That's crazy. So you can play this game so many times.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I know what the combination is. I'm talking to the people, okay? Let me just... So he'll stop yapping.
Yet
Actually,
incredibly,
he's just
by
gonna
simply
keep
pushing
yapping. Actually,
random
that's the
buttons
thing.
on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I stepped into the newly opened passageway. Yes, I know the right way.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, I did. Marching right on this way. Okay, hang on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Goodbye.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the... Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, Getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Jumped on the catwalk.
Yes, I did.
Should have been careful. Should have been careful.
Whatever. There's no fall damage.
Used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams.
Thank you.
Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it.
Thank
Good
you.
job,
Thank
you
you.
did it. Good
Thank
job,
you.
you did it. Good job,
Thank
you
you.
did it. Good job, you did it.
Thank
Good job,
you.
you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job,
Thank
you did it.
you.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good song. Good song. 10 out of 10. Encore. Oh, okay, that was good. Say that like I'm surprised that it ended.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
My coworkers
Stanley
are
decided to go to
gone.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I might have missed a memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I
left.
think this time I will go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
I did
wanted to
know
stop
that.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it. I don't know why I went back to check that door. I figured it wouldn't open.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had
This,
really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments
alcove
here in this
thing.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Let me drink it in. Drink it in. The break room. The break room. Alright, and I'm done. I'm done drinking.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? I think I'm gonna take the first open door on my left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope. We're going down into the depths.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
I didn't want
He
to go
wanted
back
to
to the
wander about and get even further off track.
You know
so
it.
now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No,
Dude.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Why did you?
What was I thinking?
What?
It's
I don't
clearly...
know.
Oh, dear. Would
I'm
you
just
hold
trying to
on
do
for
what
a
I'm
minute,
told.
please?
Okay. What papers do you have? What?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes.
I don't remember
I've got
taking
it
that many
now.
turns.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Interesting. Down here? Oh, the mind control facility.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Well,
Quick,
that's not
Stanley,
my
close
fault.
your eyes.
Oh.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Why?
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Hey, don't. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I might have missed a memo. What the?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely
That's
restarted the
too
game over,
many
completely
doors.
fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with
I
all the
didn't touch
monitors?
anything.
Did you move the story somewhere or...
No,
Hold on.
I didn't touch the
Why am
story.
I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Oh.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ooh, can I get around? Yes, I can. What is back here? Back in the depths of my office building. Is this? Oh! I just went around. I think I'm lost, narrator. What if I go this way? This is going back, kind of, back towards my office.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there
Says who?
definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I feel like I'm lost in the
Well, I find it
back rooms.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I went in another circle. Okay. How much you want to bet?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How much you want to bet that the room with the 2 doors has multiple doors again? Or no doors?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
What?
It's possible
No.
the story is back where we just came from.
Oh.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Let's. Back this way? Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Like, I'm questioning things. I know where I... Oh,
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
where'd my
The
office go?
story. Here it comes.
This... What happened to my office? It's dark. Why is it dark? Oh...
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story.
No.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Let's do that. Oh... narrator, what is this?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah, I've never been to
Is
this
this the
corner
story?
of my office.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley?
I...
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
I win!
Congratulations!
Guys, I did it! We did
I
it!
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
Thank
So,
you.
Good job. Oh, no.
Now what?
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Way to take that from me.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Me too.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Oh. Yes, this is why I did this ending.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Trademark.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
The line trademark. Just follow the line, TM. Oh, okay, interesting. We get to go back here? I mean, the adventure line knows. Oh, golly. Sorry, I had to itch my nose.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
Yes, it
It's over in
does.
this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Is this not
Though, here's a thought.
the regular way?
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
that's-
is the story of no destination still a story?
Oh,
Simply by
that's
the
up on
act
the
of
wall.
moving forward, Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on.
Yeah, I was about
That got
to
a bit
say.
weird back there.
That
Well,
was
I'd
a
like
bit
to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
existential.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay, that's What? Boy, peer reviews. Holy moly.
Cut the music.
What?
Go back and look at that fern.
This
Stanley,
fern?
this fern will be very important later in the story.
Will it?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Hi, Fern. I'm studying you closely. I think I've studied it good. It's going to be important later on. That's what he said. That's what the narrator said. Back to the adventure. Oh.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Well, it's going a different
Is
direction.
any of this ringing a bell?
I'm still following it. It's just, oh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after
Line, we
everything we've
trusted
been
you.
through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, Adventure Line, are you going to be good this time? Can you play the music again?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Yeah.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Yeah, I like
Why
it.
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh. This is Employee 437's office? This is a hallway.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
This is
Just me
exciting.
and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Well-
Go wild. Use your imagination.
So we're
Whatever it
stuck
might
in the
be,
back
Stanley,
rooms.
I'm ready for it.
So we no-clipped from the Stanley Parable to the back rooms, and now we're going in
Oh,
circles.
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, don't acknowledge. I'm not looking at the line. I'm not looking at the line. Ah! Everywhere I look, there is line. There he goes. Okay, bye. Ooh.
A choice. We get to make a decision.
Sick.
From here, the story is in our control.
Period.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay.
Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Good job.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Oh.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending.
17 minutes.
You're
Is that
telling me
true?
That's what this is? It's all
Oh, they
one
both came this
giant
way.
ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Oh,
It's
so he's
all-
gonna forget.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, Who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Bookstore?
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did
We're
we
free?
do it?
I think
did
we're
we break
free.
the cycle?
I think we did.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Yes.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Oh, no.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you
I guess.
agree?
Sure.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
That is what they
we'll
say.
find out, won't we? Eventually.
Sure.
Well, in the meantime, if you do...
Did not like that. I think the power that is higher than the narrator decided that ending was over with. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Moving
What could it
right
mean?
along.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I have missed a memo.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Let's find out together, shall we? I already know what it is. Blank
Hello,
spaces.
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I did know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I am delighted.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm
Oh,
thrilled.
well, this sounds delightful.
It
I'm very
does.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Let's go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
We
yet,
just
but I'm
got
sure
on
it's
it.
just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I'm sure. Hello? There's no button.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we...
That's what I said.
Should we be moving somewhere or...
Oh, there we go.
All
There
right,
we go.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
It's probably
It's as
far
if,
away.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content,
This
Stanley.
way. Got it. Ooh, content. New
All right.
content.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yeah, because I can't. If I'm out here, I'm hitting space. Can't jump. If I'm in here, I can jump. I'm not going to waste all my jumps, though.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Do I have to be facing this way this time?
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
You-
just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If
I'm
this is
excited.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
I would listen
Hell,
to him
I could
read the
count to
dictionary.
30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Nice.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
There had to
Let's see
be.
it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
What's with this cavern? Right here. That's interesting. But yeah, no, I would definitely listen to the narrator read the dictionary because I love his voice.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
Nah.
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Yeah.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Yeah.
No frills, no gimmicks.
Sure.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Like always.
What do you say, friend?
I say yes. Let's do it. That's different. Got my emotional support keyboard with me still. So, that's what was originally outside of my office.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Is there anything this way? It does keep going. Interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna go this way. I know what's this way. I don't want to miss out on it, you know? Woo! Still in the vents.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Yeah.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
So pretty. Where'd you find these ruins?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
These all just magazines that came out when the game did. The Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Independent Games Festival Audience Award. Period. Good job, Stanley Parable. It's a BAFTA. This is for The Last of Us. 2013. 2013, period. Our First Kiss, My First Card, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. You know it. I remember. The Memory Zone temp. What does that even mean? I don't know. I don't know. Smile because it happened. Is this the first dollar? Oh, their demo. They did a demo. Okay, interesting. Unachievable. It's impossible to achieve. Get this achievement. Don't go outside. Oh yeah, don't play for 5 years. Dang it. I think I was only like 2 years away from not getting that. Or 2 years away from getting that. I haven't played in a little while. Cool. Nominees. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. This is an actual... That's really funny if it's an actual clip from the New York Times. In the Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Yeah, real tough. Real tough. What is this? Little Stanley. Oh, he was a hamster. Aww. Wow, that's pretty. I want to sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. Okay.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay, an interesting review. Is there down here? Hello? Nope, okay. Yep, the title screen, the 2 doors. Person of the year, me? Stanley is person of the year? Oh, look, there he is. There's Stanley. He's like... oh, that's them building it. Nice. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. I'm playing the game. Who's Scott K? It's a sweet car. That's an Adventure Line tie. That's awesome. The bicycle. Okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh. Hello? Oh, the serious room. I can't get in there. Why'd the doors open? I want in the serious room. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Fine. We go back this way.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Yeah, it's dark.
What's this? What's down here?
Scary.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam,
Yep.
the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Surely. Oh, that's a thumbs down. They only played it for 3 hours.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I think it's perfect as it is. Don't listen to the haters, narrator. What's here? Nothing. That's the thing, narrator. You gotta learn to block out the haters. See, that one's recommended.
Okay, let's see
So
what
is that
this
one.
one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
I thought
What
it
an
was.
awful memory to have to hold on to.
Well,
These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
stop,
Like I let these people down.
please.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, it is. Everybody loves it.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
That cookie
Well,
nine.
well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, and there it is. The skip. Oh, everything is gone.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
That's
I'll pop you forward in
disconcerting.
time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is.
Okay,
so on.
skip.
Oh,
We did it.
you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time
I
for a
didn't
few
actually
minutes,
look
but it was
what
plenty
time
of
it is
time
now.
for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
Really?
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Well, when I left, you were just
Or
babbling.
maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift?
I was getting too existential.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
Oh,
The
time is
minute I
passing.
start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Yeah.
I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
I'm not sure either.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Yeah, probably.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation.
Who
Yes,
knows?
I think that's quite likely.
It could
Or
be.
perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused.
That makes sense.
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh,
That
it's-
last one was,
wow.
well,
Yeah, like an hour.
I want to say maybe
Almost.
30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Yeah,
Where
I was
did the
about to
door
ask.
go?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yes.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How
There
else
was.
would we have gotten into the room in the first
was right
place?
there.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or
You
a
would
window or something like that.
It was
Do you
right
see a
here.
window anywhere?
No.
A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall?
No.
I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before. Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
Nope.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
We discovered that last
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley.
None.
There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here.
Sorry.
And more than... Oh, Stanley. You're back.
Why are the lights?
You're back. Oh, my goodness.
What time is
I
it?
have someone to talk to again.
The trees.
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Oh.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
Sorry.
Not a single person to speak with.
A week.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story.
Sorry. But it's dark.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Thanks.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Sorry. I also regret. Is that a train? There's a train out there. Oh, I don't like that. Is the clock out of batteries? Or a smoke alarm? Oh, it's a smoke alarm. Yeah, nah, don't want to do that.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain
You're obviously in the
us.
middle of something, so I'm just gonna go. Narrator.
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
Sorry. Oh, it's water dripping. I thought it was footsteps. Nah, it's not footsteps. Nope. Well, deterioration has begun. Yikes. It's a lot of rebar. I'm gonna stay away from that. Oh, the sun. Ah, missed that. Oh, the clock. No. Sad. Skip. Oh, ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, the fern. Is this right? Ooh, what kind of berries? That looks yum. Let's do it again. Oh. What happened to the green? How many years has it been? Oh, that kind of screech. Are pterodactyls back? I'm getting out of here. Oh. Oh, the skip button. No. Oh. Freedom. This used to be mountains and greenery. Did I do that? Did I do that? Can I run? I cannot run. Stanley has one speed and one speed only. Well. Right. Can I get up on top of that? Up on top of the building? Maybe? Oh. Was that? Oh, that was it. Fun and existential.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the
Yes.
meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I cannot get out that window. I think there is a window I can get out of, but I'm not. The music is different. What is this music? Narrator. What is it? Ooh, new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my
I
slide.
did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I'm excited. Where are we going? Okay. This way?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be.
I got
The
this one.
original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh. The Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a
You
few
know it.
minor additions?
I like that we
Think
have
of
a
all the new
Mac and
territory
then
we'll cover
rotary
with a
phones.
fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many
the
different
sequel.
directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I still have my emotional support keyboard. What is that?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yeah.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah. Right. So where's the team? Oh, this way. Okay.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Interesting. Sure. I wasn't listening. New features. This way to new content. Expo Hall 2. Okay. Yeah. Hey.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Let's go. Okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna go see the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Here, your name of the game. I love this game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I love it.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Sweet.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim
Okay.
to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along.
Okay.
I promise you'll love it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I've lived a whole
If
life.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
That was
the
me.
button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal
I want to
validation.
be Jim now.
Whoa
like being
there,
Jim.
cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
Don't
Otherwise,
you
soon
dare.
you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Okay, bye, Jim. It was fun, but now I'm Stanley again. I'm Stanley again. It's fine. It's fine.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
That's
That would actually
true.
save me the work of finishing this feature.
True, true. What's in here? Oh, epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, but if the end is never the end, then where does the epilogue go? Because there's no end. So you can't, the epilogue goes at the end. Settings world champion. Excuse me. I believe there's a way to do this, and you gotta. Fine. Boring. Oh, the new and easy achievement. It just works.
Now, here's something
Where's
special.
it at?
You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yep.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Sick.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Yeah, okay. Promises, promises. Moving on. I'm not mad. I'm not salty. I might actually have that achievement already.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jump circle.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna keep some of my jumps though. What's this? The infinite hole. What is that? I don't know. I'll come back to it. We're going into the hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Never.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Leap forward. Haha. Jump.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
I love it.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue
Teleport
onward.
button, no? I think I'm gonna fall for a little bit.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why should I do that? Is there a reason? There a reason you're trying to get me to teleport back up to the top? Are you hiding something down here?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Did you know?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Cool.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
I did.
You found me out, Stanley.
Wow.
I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
I think it would be fun.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I didn't put it on you.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
All right.
If that works for you,
It does.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay. I'll see you up there.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
No.
Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
I think it's
Normal
fun.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
did, and it's
I
not quite
couldn't
a
help but feel like you
pinprick
spent
up
a
there.
little less time in there than you did before.
I did.
mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
Right.
Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you
Cigarette
decide you've had
butts.
enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
All right.
Had enough? I'm
Nope.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep,
Yeah.
even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah, I like this experiment.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the
only
hole
2
not
bricks
infinite,
deep.
but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Like a curb. Woo.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I'm having a good
Oh.
time.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I'm good. I'm gonna hang out here a minute. Just, me and the hole. Me and the hole and this random garbage and cigarette butts and new mug. And this? What does that say? Meeting at 2 p.m. Because it's 2. Because it's Daily Parable 2. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. That is quite, profound.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Nope.
You sure?
Positive.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Nothing.
Still nothing?
Nope.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out.
Oh.
Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
I can't jump.
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Thanks, I guess. I will have some fun in the hole, though, actually. Just give it a moment. Give it a moment. The hole's alive. It's alive, and things are about to start happening. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Goodbye. It was fun while it lasted. The hole and I are one now. The hole and I understand each other in a way that no one else can. Goodbye, world. It's dark. It's getting dark. It's getting real dark. Oh, change your perspective. Yeah, baby. Look at Stanley. Just standing there. Oh my gosh. I love this guy. Let's see, which perspective? I like this one. This one's pretty good. Change my perception. Oh. No. Perspective again. Too much. Nope. I don't know how I feel about, like, the techno. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh. I like that one.
My head's stronger. Now you're no
Does it sound like that? No. Oh, that's even worse. I want to go back to the original music. So bad. Stanley, look at you, spaceman. Oh, his head. I love it. I want to go back to that, like, nice piano music. Okay. Nah. No.
Stanley?
That's pretty good.
Stanley!
Huh?
Stanley!
What?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I was wide
You
awake.
don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Doodle pip. I was having a good time. I was wide awake and alert. And that's the whole thing. Yeah, let's go. Oh, no. Well, that was the never-ending hole. Or the infinity hole, whatever
Here
it's
we
called.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I want to go see the bucket. The reassurance
A
bucket.
common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's
Okay.
the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Give me
Yes,
the bucket.
the bucket is the perfect solution.
Yes, it is.
Come
Now
on,
give it to
give it
me.
a try. Can you feel it?
I
The
can.
glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
The bucket gives
I
me
think
riz.
that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Stop.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
They really do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Awesome. Thank you for the bucket. I will love it and cherish it forever. This is
Does anyone
my
give out awards for
reassurance
most
bucket.
enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it
What is
isn't
this?
already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
That's
You know,
just, it seems very
sometimes when you
office
solicit
coded,
another
you know?
person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
I love it. Oh, look at it. It looks great. I know it's not the one I picked. I did that on purpose.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
No.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, what else is here? The collectibles. Let's go collect it. Can you find him? Can you find him? Can you find him? Can you find him?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay, thank you. Yay! I want a real one of those. I want one in real life.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay, let's get out of here. I think we did everything. Exit this way. What in the Rorschach?
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to
Yeah.
move on now?
I think so. Who left their bag? Their briefcase or satchel or whatever you want to call it. Look at that handsome devil. That's my man Stanley.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, wow. Think collectible. I want him. There's 2, 3, 4. Holy moly.
Well, I mean, there's
Jim
potential here, right?
Button.
It's sort of...
Cool.
Okay, never mind.
There's the hole.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Sweet.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
You put
This
the hole
isn't a
in the jump
coherent
circle.
video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
There's
And
two
I do
holes.
very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
2 achievement machines.
I
Oh,
wanted
'cause it's
more
Stanley
than
Parable 2
anything to
probably.
create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Sure.
Tastefully, of course.
Yeah.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Exactly.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could.
I
But it
think
would
so.
need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wow, it's red. It looks great, narrator. It looks so good. But I think I'm gonna have to leave this one here. I just wanted to play a little bit. I had an itch. I love this game. It's one of my favorites ever. And if y'all like it, I might keep playing some more. We'll see. It was kind of just, I just wanted to play a little bit, introduce it to you guys. But I would highly recommend playing for yourself if you can, if you are able to. But thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Bye.